guys, I'm moving on. I'm gonna go where I can get a cell signal. Definitely something down there in them woods. I have no idea what it is. I haven't seen anything. Just been hearing a lot of noise down in those woods. Right directly behind me. And I haven't seen any movement. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna move on. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I can't even see if it's showing up. I think I got 1 or 2 bars. That's all I've got. But that's better than nothing. So, I'm here at Pineapple Junction. There is one other camper. They are way on the other side. And I'm at the site where I found the hair on the tree. I believe it was horsehair, but that's the site I'm at. The same one where I found the hair way up on the tree. And I haven't heard anything here, you guys. I haven't heard nothing yet. But I'm going to get out the bug spray. I'm going to get some firewood sawed up. And then what I think I'm going to do is, once I get a fire going, I'm going to go through some of the things I got in my van, you guys, and show you what I keep in my van for camping. So I'll be back. Alright, you guys. Let's talk about what I've got in the van. Of course, I've got my my folding saw that I've showed you guys. This has been a pretty good saw, but I'm not going to do a full review on it until I've used it quite a lot. But can't go camping without your coffee mug. And then I've got my compact pots and pans set, and this is not like you know, backpackers cookware. You can see the different size in it, and this is heavier than this one. This one's titanium, this one's aluminum. And of course, I've got my small little Tupperware container here that's got all my matches and stuff in it. Of course, I have my ferro rod and all that stuff, but this is just all stick matches. It's always nice to have a small container of stick matches that are waterproof. And I've got my Vi-Air compressor for the van in the zip pouch for inflating tires, and it runs off the adapters in the front of the van. I've got some bowls, some really nice plastic bowls, and a mixing bowl for like doing scrambled eggs. This is all stainless steel. And or if I wanted to have cereal in the morning, like oatmeal. So I got my 2 bowls and my mixing bowl. This is my foldable, or actually it disassembles, it comes apart and then you put it together. It's my buck saw that I made out of solid oak. And the whole thing just goes together. It's got the blade in there and everything. You guys have seen me use that in the past. I'm actually glad that I'm doing this because it's been so long I forgot what I had in the van. This is just a bag of napkins. That's all that is. And that's also good to get a fire going if you need to. It's more napkins than I would ever need. This is my homemade baton club. I carved this. I can't remember what kind of wood I carved it out of, but I drilled a hole in it and put these beads on it. And carved out the handle. And all this is just a club for beating the knife down through when you go to baton and split wood with a large knife, a large blade. Absolutely love these. I would not be anywhere without these. You know, whether if I was taking a trip or camping or whatever, these blue shop towels that you can get at Walmart or just about any department store that's got an automotive section, these blue shop towels are heavyweight and they actually stick to themselves. See? Love these things. You want to talk about something that's great for getting a fire going? This is it. This is my black stuff bag that I got from my sleeping bag. This is the one I made on the sewing machine. You guys saw me make this in a video. It's got the handle on it. That's from my sleeping bag. My heavy duty canvas, waterproof. It's a duck canvas, waterproof camo tarp with the D-rings that I also made on the sewing machine. I believe this is an 8 foot by 8 foot square heavy tarp. And of course a small thing of heavy aluminum foil. Parchment paper for cooking pizza on the campfire. For when I go camping in cold weather, I got my cord to run my electric heater. It's an old-fashioned vintage tackle box that I turned into a toolbox. And it's got all my tools in there, end wrenches, pliers, extra radiator clamps, electrical tape, wire cutters, screwdrivers, just your common, you know, run-of-the-mill automotive toolbox. Then I've got my S-wing axe with the sheath on it. Oh, what size is this, if I remember right? I think this is the 28 or 30. I don't remember, you guys. It's their medium axe. It's not the full-size axe, it's the mid-size axe. I don't remember the size of it right offhand. A 4-way. Hope I don't have to use that. This is my vintage Zebco Renegade ultralight fishing pole that I use for small stream fishing for trout. And this one is the best fishing pole I have ever owned in my life. In all the years I've been fishing, you guys, I've never had a pole better than this one. It's a 6.5 foot 2-piece Shimano Stimula rod with the nice foam handle grip here with the Shimano Sedona reel. And this fishing pole I bought 28 years ago, you guys. I've been fishing with it almost 30 years. Best rod and reel I have ever bought in my life. My favorite fishing pole right here. Out of all the fishing gear I've had, that's my prized possession right there. Okay, all I've got in the very bottom are these 2 small white totes. And what this is just kitchen stuff, like a scrubby, hand towels. I've got, this is an idea that I came up with a while back that I really like. And that's, again, like what I have my matches in. It's just another similar tote. And all it is for is my silverware. So it's like a little plastic silverware drawer. Keep my spoons, my forks, my knives, stuff like that in it. So it comes in super handy, and that tote fits down inside of this one. So in this tote that I have my silverware in, I've actually got more stuff, you guys, than I actually need. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking some of this stuff out of the van, but I got a slotted spoon for like the beans, bamboo spoon and spatula, which I never use, a regular old-fashioned kitchen can opener, some old pot holders, and then these Tupperware containers with lids to put like sugar, creamer, coffee in, stuff like that. Really, the only thing I need out of this whole box is just the silverware. So now, in this Tupperware, that's the same size as that one, I've got my coffee filters, my stainless steel percolator coffee pot, and I love this thing. This is a vintage one. I don't think they make them like this much anymore. Maybe they do, I don't know, but I've had this for years, you guys. Here's a tip on stainless steel or any kind of pots that have chrome finish on them. The best thing to clean your pots and pans and coffee makers with is Mother's Polish Cream. And you can buy it at Walmart in the automotive section. It's called Mother's. I swear by that stuff. Then my little baby spatula. I have more use for this thing than any of my other utensils. This thing is awesome. This tiny little spatula, I just love it. It's all stainless steel. And then inside of this bag are your long-handled trail spork and spoon. And they're stainless steel. And they got the long handle with the little bag for them to go into. These are good for eating chili or soup or stew or whatever around the campfire. Got these on eBay. Made in China. These I really don't have to have in the van. These are what I used when I had my vintage 1973 Metzendorf camper that I restored. These are picnic table clips. And these work good for closing up a bag of potato chips, hanging awning lights on an awning. They're good for clipping down your tablecloth, stuff like that. They're, again, something I don't have to have in the van. This is another little bag I made, and it's just got another blue extension cord in it, just in case I have to add on to the one blue one that I already have. This is just a small extension, just to make sure that I've got enough to make it to the van for my heater. So what's in there? And then here I've got 2 divider green camp plates. So I'm going to leave one out. My silverware, that's what I'll be having dinner on. I got a small thermos by Coleman. That also is the tumbler cup, and I can carry coffee on the go. And what I like about this thermos is that the bottom also works as the drinking top to the cup, and that just pulls off and fits on the bottom. Nice thermos to have. This thing is super thick steel, enamel coated steel. It's not cast iron. It's just a thick, really heavy pan. That's what I'm going to be cooking my ham steak in probably tonight. Bug net for your head. If the bugs are too bad, just put it over your hat, just like that. I actually won that. It was one of the many items that a YouTuber was giving away on his channel, and I happened to win this thing, and he sent it to me. That was a long time ago. My big tote, and what this has got is all my, and I'm glad I got this out because now I can put the other one away. It's got an extra bag, satchel bag to store like dirty laundry in for clothes if you're long-term camping. More tarps that I've made. There's one there. Little snap bag that I made to put whatever I might need in. Another bag that I made. Maybe I should do a giveaway and give away some of these on my channel. Let me know what you guys think if you would like to receive something like this, but I could do a giveaway because I'm always making all my own bags and I put snaps on them, and they make it nice to just carry stuff in. I also make long bags like this to keep homemade buck saws in. There's a case. Here's one here with a drawstring. You just cinch it closed at the top, and that's to keep another pack saw in. My electric heater that I use when it gets cold. A hunter green tarp that I made with D-rings on it. And then this is an olive colored one that's got Velcro loops on it and D-rings. So these are just some of many of the tarps and things that I've made and sewn. So that's what I do in the wintertime, you guys. I make a lot of survival type stuff, bushcraft type stuff. And then I just keep them all right here in the tote and always keep it nice and organized. You can get these at Walmart. All it is just a folding table. Extend the legs. And you got a table to eat at. Now, this is what I've been wanting to show you guys. And there again, I made a bag for it with a carrying handle. This is what I want to show you guys. If I'm ever camping and I don't have a grid to cook on, I made this case here for the legs. And I've got the legs. See, they're made old pioneer style. I bought these from a blacksmith, a guy that pounds out and hammers out and makes all his own pioneer style stuff. It's starting to rust, but it's heavy, very heavy gauge steel. And that grid, you put these stakes in the ground and it just sits like that, or like that, whichever you prefer. And it gives you a big surface to cook on. So that's what I have for if I'm ever camping and a fire pit doesn't have a grid, or there's no fire pit at all. And of course, what would camping be without a hot dog fork? And I also have my two-handled griddle. I forgot to show you guys this. It's been well used. This is what I put my parchment paper on, and this is what the pizzas get made on. Those fantastic campfire pizzas. That's what I do it on right there. Okay, up top, all I've got is my my fan, my charging stations right here, my clock, and then my radio. DeWalt battery powered radio. Runs on a battery, also runs on electric, and it's got a little charging station where you can charge your phone. This is another bag I made. My Luminoodles. This is the awning Luminoodle. Solar station. Got my bushcraft knife in here. My buddy down in Florida, Charlie, made this for me, and the sheath. This is my favorite knife. He made it fit my hand perfect. Awesome bushcraft knife. Got a regular steak knife in here. Another little radio that quit working, so this is going to come out of the van. I used this for years and it doesn't work anymore. USB with extra light bulbs to light up the van, but I use my Luminoodle. And another little solar device for charging things. It's all rubberized and waterproof. You can hang this on the back of your backpack. You know, hang it wherever and charge your cell phone or whatever you need to charge. Found this burner, you know, it was just laying there. I thought it was a light when I first picked it up because it was upside down, and it's a burner and it fits right on there perfect. So that's what I cook with to make coffee and stuff underneath the awning when it's raining. And that's pretty much it for this side. And then I've got my fleece blanket. This was the leftover material that I made or had from when I made my sleeping bag liner. So I just made a blanket out of this. I've got my camo hoodie in here. That's my backpack when I go hiking on the trail. And I've got my unipod for doing videos when I'm on the trail. And then my Woodsman 119 buck knife. And also on my pack, I've got a knife right there. This is another one that Charlie made me. Really nice knife. He does a good job. Beautiful knife. Love the way it feels in the hand. He does awesome work. Well, that's pretty much it, you guys. Other than that, it's just the cooler right there, and behind the cooler on that side of the bed riser is my tackle box. And then on the other side of the tackle box is my 2 folding camp chairs. And that is it. I don't keep anything up top except a spare tire. That's all that's up there. But I've had several people ask me whenever I've been out and about with this van. People ask me, what is that up top of your van? And because it says DIY camper, they think when you take the cover off that it's a tent that pops up. They think I sleep up there. I says, no, that's just a luggage rack. One of those caged roof rack carriers that you can get, you know, places like Walmart. You can get them on eBay. I bought that one on eBay. And I says, no, it's just got my spare tire up there, but they think that pops up into a camper. Man, you'd have to be a pretty small person to be able to camp in something that's only that length and diameter. But that's what people think it is. They think it's a pop top. That's pretty cool. This little tote is what's got all my paracord in it. My trucker hitches, all my military paracord. It's got my stakes, my mallet for pounding in the stakes, everything for setting up my awning. And that's pretty much it. And there's my tackle box. And then I've got my glued felt covered panels that I have in all the windows, and this one's for the back. So it's a double bed, but it's only a single bed for me because I have all my crap on that side. But other than that, it's a double bed. So that's everything, you guys. It's everything I got in this van. I gotta get the fire going. It's smoking bad.